Now this is how you make a great first impression. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 opening levels in gaming.
And it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
For this list, we're taking a look at the levels that are either regarded as the prologue or the first stage, that instantly sucked gamers in with their inventive designs, riveting exposition, or insanely fun gameplay. Number 10, World 1-1, Super Mario Bros. No, we didn't rank this list backwards. We're instead starting with the level that laid the foundations of ideal opening game design. The platform genre, not to mention the gaming community, was forever changed when players first took control of the Little Plumber and set off into the Mushroom Kingdom. World 1-1 is still nothing but side-scrolling, mushroom-ingesting, block-breaking, Goomba-smashing, fireball-throwing, coin-collecting, hidden one-up-finding, flagpole-jumping fun. Opening levels just got better from here, so let's see what comes next. Number 9, Prologue, The Last of Us.
Look out!
Often feeling like an interactive movie, The Last of Us effectively immerses players not only into its action, but its drama too.
Those people are on fire.
Keep looking at me, baby.
The game's foreboding atmosphere slowly builds tension as a girl named Sarah explores her dark, empty house.
Daddy?
When her panicked father returns home, things really go from bad to end-of-the-world bad. We're then taken on a car ride that's reminiscent of Children of Men, capturing the horrors of a world gone mad from a youth's perspective. Plus, if you didn't get all choked up before that title appeared, you probably have no soul.
Please don't. Please.
Number 8, Prologue, World of Chaos, Bayonetta 2.
You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that?
How do you start a game that opens up with Bayonetta doing her Christmas shopping in her elegant Sunday dress? Yeah, that'll do it.
You know, I try to avoid doing this in my Sunday best.
From there, it only gets more crazy, having her quad wield a set of pistols while on the back of an angelic centaur, with an upbeat pop version of Moon River playing in the background. Yeah, hardly a second ever goes by without something over the top taking place. With cards driving on the sides of the buildings, and a giant beast climbing up an even taller building, Bayonetta 2 lets players know right off the bat that it doesn't have a subtle bone in its body, and that's why it's so popular. Number 7, Freeway Mega Man X. Where some games gradually ease the player into the action, Mega Man X instantaneously plunges you into combat. Whether you're ready or not, prepare to blast and dash your way through an army of inventive robots across a crumbling freeway bridge. You might assume that you've reached the level's boss upon encountering that massive B-blader. Though, this helicopter is just the tip of the iceberg, as you soon find Vile waiting for you in his best Boba Fett costume. Throw in Zero's sudden appearance, and it's impossible not to be excited for the rest of the game that's ahead. Number 6, TIE Fighter Factory, Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
I've finally drawn you out of hiding.
No, not the prologue section where you play as Darth Vader, but rather the mission where the real game starts and captures all the kinetic energy that epitomizes Star Wars at its best. As Starkiller, you must raid a TIE Fighter factory to assassinate General Coda. Although you're armed with a lightsaber, you'll likely have more fun using the Force to toss your enemies around. After storming through the factory like a wrecking ball, Starkiller finally comes face to face with Coda. Their big showdown makes for a heart-pounding action sequence, pumping the player with adrenaline, and of course, the Force. Number 5, Black Mesa Transit System, HalfLife.
This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
A 5-minute train ride might not sound like a rousing way to start a game, but Half-Life's opening creates an absorbing sense of mystery and ominous atmosphere as Gordon Freeman takes a trip on the Black Mesa Transit System. Much like your arrival to City 17 in Half-Life 2, this intro is about immersing you in the setting instead of blowing shit up in your face.
If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing.
Confined to a small passenger car while an unsettling robotic voice talks, you get a behind-the-scenes look at the environments you'll soon get to explore. with guns. Number 4, A Rock and a Hard Place, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Now it's time for a completely different kind of train ride. The game throws the player into the middle of a gripping action set piece. Bleeding and delirious, adventurer Nathan Drake is awoken to a horrific sight against a snowy backdrop. Just as the player hangs at the edge of their seat, so too does Nate's train hang on the edge of a cliff.
Oh, crap.
Jumping, swinging, and holding on for dear life as Drake climbs to the top, it's hard to think of a more exhilarating way to start a game.
Whoa.
Number 3, The Courtesy Call, Portal 2.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for
99999.
In the spirit of Half-Life, Portal 2 quickly engages the player into a living, breathing world from a first-person perspective. After spending countless days in a seemingly ordinary room, Shell is greeted by the bumbling, Cockney AI core Wheatley.
Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually.
Let's just say that his methods for getting you out of your little chamber aren't very well thought out, but they do get results.
I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
Then it's time to explore the crumbling Aperture Science Enrichment Center and retrieve the portal gun. But, sadly, there's still no cake.
Please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Number 2, Crew Expendable, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Rules of engagement, sir. Crew expendable.
With a flair for the cinematic, Call of Duty games were once the very best way to feel like you were a participant in an action movie. This is perfectly exemplified in the first Modern Warfare game, as you play as a member of the SAS assaulting a freighter. Stealthily taking out the crew is cool enough, but the cinematic feel really takes off when you have to get back to the chopper as the ship begins to sink.
On your feet, soldier! We are leaving!
Call of Duty may be stale these days, but man, was this ever fresh when it first dropped.
Roger that, we're out of here. Faceplate, this is Big Bird. Package secured, returning to base. Out.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. Do a barrel roll.
Number 1, The Village, Resident Evil 4. In arguably the best Resident Evil game to date, Leon S. Kennedy ventures to a rural European village of the damned to rescue the president's daughter. What's best about this sequence is that you just have to survive. There's no killing everyone.
Why are these people?
When Leon makes his presence known in the main village square, all hell breaks loose, as the infected townsfolk pursue you with knives, pitchforks, and at least one chainsaw. Just when it seems like there are too many to take on, and there really are, a church bell draws them all away, leaving you perplexed, shocked, and pretty relieved. Roll title.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Do you agree with our list? Which video game opening had you hooked immediately?
Give it up! I got him!
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.